There are 6 Whitecaps players in the wall, plus John Thorrington on the goal line. David Beckham stands over, curls it round and scores! As he's done so many times in his career, David Beckham with a free kick.
This is David Beckham. Many of us know him as a world-famous English footballer, but at this age, he was just a young boy that was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. There are many people out there who suffer from Tourette syndrome. Most of the severe cases are teenagers from the age 12 to 17. Males are 3 to 5 times more likely to suffer from this syndrome than females. A person with Tourette's usually have sudden, uncontrollable outbursts and movements, otherwise known as tics. Tourette syndrome is a result of increased dopamine or enhanced dopamine effects in the relevant areas of the brain. Dopamine is produced in several areas of the brain, including the substantia nigra and the ventral tegmental area. It is a neurohormone that is released by the hypothalamus.
Dopamine was first synthesized in 1910 by George Barger and James Ewens at Wellcome Laboratories in London, England. In 1958, Arvid Carlsson and Niels Erik Hillarp discovered the function of dopamine as a neurotransmitter. Its molecular formula is C8H11NO2 and its IUPAC name is 4,2-aminoethylbenzene 1,2-diol. A dopamine molecule consists of a catechol structure, which is a benzene ring with 2 hydroxyl side groups with 1 amine group attached via an ethyl chain.
Dopamine is derived from tyrosine and is the precursor to non-epinephrine and epinephrine. Dopamine is a monoamine compound with positive inotropic activity. Dopamine is a naturally occurring catecholamine formed by decarboxylation of dihydroxyphenylalanine. Dopamine binds to alpha-1 and beta-1 adrenergic receptors. Mediated through myocardial beta-1 adrenergic receptors, dopamine increases heart rate and force, thereby increasing cardiac output. Alpha-1 adrenergic receptor stimulation on vascular smooth muscle leads to vasoconstriction and results in an increase in systemic vascular resistance. Stimulation of dopaminergic receptors in renal vasculature leads to renal blood vessel dilation and an increase in glomerular filtration rate, renal blood flow, sodium excretion, and urine output. Haloperidol is a type of antipsychotic drug that is used to treat excessive neurotransmission of dopamine. Antipsychotic drugs illustrate a high affinity to the D2 family of dopamine receptors, and it is at these receptors that they are thought to exert their therapeutic action. These compounds have interference with dopaminergic neurotransmission at various sites in both the pre- and postsynaptic cell. In other words, haloperidol blocks the dopamine receptors from receiving excess dopamine. While many people suffer from Tourette's, David Beckham has proved that it cannot stop anyone from becoming who they want to be.